Right. Hello, everyone. My name is Angelos Kolaitis, and I will be the host for this meeting. This is the Kubernetes Release team meeting for week 2. Today it's Wednesday, the 22nd of May, 2024. Be aware that this is a Kubernetes community meeting, so it falls under the Kubernetes Code of Conduct, which basically boils down to please be excellent to each other. Also note that the meeting is being recorded and will be publicly posted on YouTube, so please be mindful about what you say or what you do. All right, let me share the agenda for today. Okay, I hope you can all see this. Great. So today it's week 2. I don't see any items in the agenda, but it's also the first meeting with most of the shadows, so we can have a round of introductions. Let's start with the individual teams and leads. Please give me the update and also allow any of the shadows to introduce themselves if they want to. So without further ado, on to enhancements. Sriram, how are things?
Yeah, hey everyone. So all the work related to setting up the enhancements, the tracking board has been done, and right now we have 23 enhancements which are tracked for the 131 milestone. And today I reached out to all the shadows, and their shadow status has been confirmed, and yeah, we'll be communicating the further instructions to the shadows. Yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else. Yeah, we are still waiting for more enhancements. So in the coming days, I'll be assigning each shadow with the enhancements that they'll be tracking and looking after. Yeah.
Thank you. Any shadows from enhancements team that would like to introduce themselves?
Hi, everyone. I'm Orko Shah. I just got the confirmation that I've been selected as a shadow for the enhancements. Excited to do the work and getting to know each one of you from the enhancements team.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tyler Shade. I was an enhancements shadow for 130 as well. I'm excited to be back and helping out with 131.
Excellent. Thank you both. Any questions for enhancements? If not, I think we can go on to Vion.
Oh, Vion is having trouble with Fedora and Zoom. So the perennial ongoing issue with Linux, yeah.
Right. Things cannot just work, can they? Okay, I see the update. It's yellow status, and there's 3 items here identified. Are there any shadows from enhancements that would, from release signal that would like to introduce themselves?
Yeah, hey everyone. So Ryan this side, is it for all the shadows or only for enhancement? Sorry, I missed.
Oh, they're being you're introducing team by team. So
Okay.
if you're on release signal, go for it.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, if there is someone else and they cannot speak up, they can introduce themselves in a later meeting. I think we can move on to docs with Princess.
Hi, everyone. So for docs, the current status is green and all the shadows for docs have been confirmed. I mean, if you're here, you can actually say hi and introduce yourself. And then aside that, the pull requests for getting all the permissions that are needed have been raised. We have one person that's not part of the Kubernetes org, so the person has raised a PR to be a part of the org. And I just raised the PR for the first branch sync. Hopefully that gets merged soon. And finally, I'd send out a doodle today or tomorrow to get when everyone is available so that we can schedule an orientation for the team. So if you're here and you're part of Docs, you can say hi.
Yeah, I can go first.
Yep.
I'm Mariam. Happy to be here. I was part of the release team for 1.29 and 1.30 in the bug triage and release signal team, and I'm really happy to be back. And now I'm part of the dog team. Nice to meet all of you.
Hey everyone. So I'm Daniel. Second time doing docs. Just came off of the release team in 1.30. I'm very excited to get going again.
Hi everyone, my name is Shadrach. I just joined the Docs team for the first time, and I'm super excited to collaborate and contribute to the community.
Excellent. Great to meet you all. Thank you. Welcome to the team. Any questions for Docs? If not, let's go to comms with Abby.
I think we skipped the release notes.
Sorry. Yeah, that's the release notes. Yeah, sorry, apologies. It's hard to read. Yeah.
So release notes of Nina, our status is green. No release notes yet. But I have selected the shadows and informed everyone, still waiting to hear back. But we should hear back soon. I think there are a couple of shadows on if they want to introduce themselves, so I'll hand it over to them.
I can go. Hi, everyone. My name is Sepida. This is my first time being a shadow or joining this great community. I'm so excited to be here. Looking forward to work with everyone and see everyone. Oh, and because my name is not super easy, I go by Seppi as well, in case you find it easier. But glad to be here.
Hey everyone, I'm going second. So my name is Ryan. I joined Release Notes team this time, and this is my second time. So I was part of the enhancements team for 1.29 release, and I'm very excited to be here and continue my journey. So yeah, looking forward to working with you all.
Excellent. Thank you. Welcome to the team. Any questions for release notes? Okay, so now it's time for Abby for comms.
Hello, everyone. Yes, so our status is green, and similar to everyone, we have shadow selected, and I reached out today to let everyone know. So just waiting to hear back. I don't believe we have any comm shadows on the call, but if you are on, please feel free to unmute yourself and introduce. Otherwise, we'll do all that in the next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Abby. Yes, I don't see anyone trying to speak up. Okay, any questions for comms? If not, on to Miha for release branch management.
Hey all, so yes, no updates for this week, it's quite early for the branch management, so all good. Yes, thanks everyone.
Right, thank you, Miha. And on to our emeritus advisor, Priyanka. How are things? I don't think we can hear you.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone, welcome to the team, to all the new shadows, and welcome back to everyone who are joining us back again. I'm Priyanka Sagu. Just a quick introduction about me. I was the release lead for Kubernetes 129 release cycle, and I'm also involved in other areas of the Kubernetes projects right now as a technical lead in SIG Contribix. And I'm joining back release 131 as Emeritus Advisor. The only updates from me for this week, we have completed our shadow selection process for 131. All shadow applicants are informed. If you are selected, you would have received a notification from your role leads. So shadow selection is done. I will, once you have your role orientation finished and like you are settling into your new roles, I think in a week or two after that, I will start sending out invites for the general orientation. So look for some updates from me for about that in the next week's meeting. And that's all from me for now.
Great. Thank you, Priyanka. Any questions for Priyanka? If not, it's my turn. Hi again. Let me also give you a brief introduction. My name is Angelos Kolaitis. I'm based in Greece. This is my sixth time in the release team. I started in 126 as a Bacteria Shadow, which the team that is now called Release Signal. I'm also contributing to Kubernetes and Kubernetes 6 projects and other projects in the CNCF. And my day job is working as an engineer in Canonical at the Kubernetes team. From updates, as Priyanka said, all shadows should be confirmed and should be getting their messages soon. For the subteam leads, please make sure that you follow your handbooks and you add your shadows to all of the groups that are needed. And also, if any of your shadows are not in the Kubernetes org on GitHub, please create the requests. I think I already saw one for docs. And from my side, not too many updates right now, but we have all the contact info, and I'll be making sure that group memberships and all that are added for all of the shadows, so the whole team can join this meeting, access the agenda document, and manage things going forward. And that's all from my side for now. Any questions? Anything that anyone might have to ask? Okay, and before I move on, I'm very glad to have Priyanka as my EA. It makes me feel a lot safer to have her around. Okay, and with that, for SIG scalability, I see the status is green, so that's okay. And this concludes the meeting. Okay, thank you all. Any final questions before we stop the recording? Kat, would you like to say a few words? Sorry, yeah, please pick up.
So I was having some troubles with Zoom and Fedora, so I wasn't able to give the updates. Just quickly, if you can scroll up, I can give the release signal updates.
Sorry, Vyama didn't feel well.
I'm saying if you could just scroll up, I can give the wait a second, the release signal updates. Yeah, so the current status is yellow. We have quite a few failing and flaking tests right now. The major issues that we are facing right now is that the GPU support for some particular GPU was stopped by GCE. So now those tests need to be migrated to use another GPU. So a lot of trial and experimentation needs to be done on that side. Another thing is that swap tests are failing on C group V1 hosts. So right now, a temporary PR is open to skip those tests on those particular nodes, but a complete overhaul or some changes regarding that, they are still, PR I think is open. No, it's not open right now. So PR regarding that also needs to be there. And GC Cost Master serial, the failure after the cloud provider support was removed is still failing. It has been failing for like quite a few weeks now, but we recently have seen some activity from cloud provider folks. And the last update being that we have tracked 2 new flakes on the master blocking dashboard. One is regarding the Go Routine League, and the second one is regarding container lifecycle. And on the bug triage side, I have updated the number according to the query that we have over in the updates. So nothing really major on that side. So that's the update from our side. And I believe we have a few shadows, release signal shadows on the call if they'd like to introduce themselves.
Hello. Hello, I'm Atharva. This is, I forgot the count, but for this release, I'll be shadowing the release signal team. Happy to be here.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Adav. Glad to have you here. Anyone else? Do I see any other shadow? No. Nope. So only Athav is here. I have confirmed 3 out of 4 shadows. 1 is still remaining. So that's regarding the shadow updates. Done. Done from my side.
Before we conclude, I have just one call out, and I saw a question in the comments as well around that. So a call out to all the role leads here. If you have any shadows joining you for the very first time and they don't have org membership, please request them to raise a GitHub org membership request issue on Kubernetes/org. You will need 2 sponsors, so you can add yourself, role leads yourself, and either myself or Angelos as the other sponsor, and that should be good for getting the org membership request process. And if we can do that as soon as possible, like before the next meeting, that would help us to get the access and all other permissions in place. So yeah, just a call out. Does that answer your question, Melanie? You had a question about that in the chat.
Yeah, actually, I'm just filling out the request right now. So thank you for that.
No worries. You can add myself and your role lead as sponsors there. Cool.
Okay, thank you.
Great. I also added an example here, an issue that you can look for the request, so you can go by that. Excellent. Okay, again, welcome everyone. Very glad to have you in the team. Anything anyone else would like to bring up before we conclude the recording? Kat, any question?
Yeah, I'll take on the words of inspiration role for Stephen, since he is at a conference right now. Hello, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kat Cosgrove. I was the release lead last cycle. I am also the release team subproject owner for SIG Release and a SIG Docs tech lead. I have been around the Kubernetes project for several years now, but only in the release team for the last 2.5, 3. We get hundreds of applicants for the release team shadow program every single cycle. We release 3 times a year, and every time there's a couple hundred, maybe 300 applicants, depending on the cycle. Selection is very difficult. We have to balance for a variety of different things. There's a lot of like trading that goes on behind the scenes to make sure that we have the best team possible for each sub team. So if you were selected, you should feel great about it. If you were not selected, you should not feel terrible about it, because every single decision that we have to make when we're selecting the team for this is difficult. Everybody has valuable skills that can be useful on this team. I'm excited to see what you all do, but we do all need to keep in mind that while this is open source, and while that can make it feel very like loosey-goosey, we are releasing the 2nd largest open source project in the world and the largest Golang open source project in the world. The largest open source project in the world is Linux. So we are second to Linux. That means there is a lot of pressure and fairly high expectations for everybody's behavior and performance. So having said that, if there is ever a point in the release cycle where you are overwhelmed because you are not being paid to do open source, probably that's unusual, right? Like this is not what pays your bills. You are in school or you have a real job. You should always feel empowered to talk to your role lead or talk to your emeritus advisor or the release lead or me or my other sub-project owner, Grace, and we will figure it out. It is okay to step back. It is okay to need a little bit of help. We have safeguards in place for that. We have people to help with that. That is part of what Angelos's shadows, the release lead shadows, are for. So if you need to step back, whether it's temporary for the rest of the release, as long as you bring that up with an appropriate party and we handle it, it's no harm, no foul. It doesn't affect your ability to come back to the release team. It doesn't affect your reputation in the community. We all understand that most of us are doing this because we enjoy it, not because it pays the bills, right? One of the previous release leads, James Laverack, he famously stepped back from a sub-team lead role. He was leading release notes, I think, and stepped back halfway through the cycle. And he came back 2 cycles later to lead the release. So it really does not affect it. What we care about more than anything is that y'all are all happy and healthy and not being burned out to work on open source. Open source can be a burnout factory, and we don't want that for y'all. If there is ever a choice between forcing everybody to work late nights or on weekends regularly or delay the release, we are going to choose to delay the release. And that is part of the SIG release charter. That is a documented thing. We will always make that call to delay the release to protect the mental health of our release team. Because again, it can be a burnout factory. So you're all going to do great. I have every faith in you. We've got a lot of new people this cycle, and I'm very excited about all of you. I'm very excited about all of the returning folks as well, but getting new people into the release team always feels good to watch people grow through the cycles. So you're going to do great. It's going to be a good cycle. Angelos was my release lead shadow last cycle, and he was exceptional. So I believe in him too. Do not hesitate to ask your role lead or him or me or Priyanka for help if you need it, no matter what it is. If you think it's a stupid question, it's probably not. I promise I've been asked a stupider question. I guarantee it. So impress me. If you have a stupid question, bring it, and we'll see how it ranks on the list of stupid questions I've received. Don't worry about it. Yeah, good luck, everybody. I'll be around for the whole cycle. So
Excellent. Thank you, Kat. Okay, and final call. Anything else anyone would like to bring up before we close the recording? Okay, that would be it then. Bye, YouTube.